Hi girls, in this video I'm going to explain you the concept of table tag in HTML. Okay, so this is also one of the important tag in HTML. If you want to give the content in the table format, you need the table tags in HTML. So the program start with the HTML tag, and you have to start the body tag. The content will be placed between the body tag only in HTML. So place the body tag and then start the coding for the table tag. For example, if you want to give the mark list of a student, so like that there is a feedback form. So there are a lot of examples you have to display content in the format. Okay, applications form of a student. So these are all the examples of table tag, how to present the tables in HTML. So start with the table tag. Within the table you have to give TR. TR means table row, and then TD. TD means the column values, TR means the row value. So expansion of TR is the table row. TDs are called the column of the table. It is also called as the table data. Okay, so first I'm going to give the first row of the content. So just I'm give the name of the student, and then roll number of a student, and then the subject marks. For sample I'm going to give just 3 subjects, Tamil, and then English, ED, and I give the English subject, and then the max. So close the tags, and then I close the row tag. So this is the first row. In the first row I given the 5 columns. So I just save this in the name table.html. I saved it, and I'm going to see the output now. So I choose this documents, and then here you can see the table notepad is renamed in the Google, the browser format. Okay, so I'm going to just click the content. It will show this 5 columns and 1 row. Okay, now because this is only I given the example. Now I'm going to change. Now I'm going to give the input for this content. Okay, because in this example this is the first row. Within the first row there are the 5 columns. This is like the heading. So another tag is available in HTML for the table tag is the table heading th. I will explain you later that. Now I'm going to give the input for this data. So the second row is started. For the second row I'm going to give the input, the name of the student. I'm going to give Afra, and then the second I'm going to give the roll number 1001, and I close it. And then the third value, the third column is the marks for the Tamil, and I close this tag. And the fourth column, mark for the English, and then for the next column, last column, for the max mark is 100. So these are all the data, and then I close the row, second row. Okay, so again save this and refresh the browser. You can see the content, but this is not in the format of the table. If you want to see in the table format, you have to do one thing. The attributes of the table tag is the border. Border is equal to 5. save it and run this again. So this is the format. Okay, now this is look like in the table format. Okay, so and then one more thing, you have to give the attributes, the space between the column and the row and the cells, the space between the cells and the outer table. So you have to use the cell spacing and cell padding. Cell spacing equal to 10. I'm giving this, and you can see the difference between the table. And after you give the cell spacing, save this, and you can see this is the first without giving the cell spacing. After I refresh, there is a space between the outer table and the inner content. Okay, so then I'm going to give the cell spacing and the cell padding. Cell padding equal to, again I'm going to give the 10. Whatever you need, you people give the numbers. So this is before I refresh the browser, the output will be like this. After I refresh this, you can see the spaces between the inner. That means after the cell padding, this I show the mouse marker, the cell and between the inner content of the cell. This is a cell padding. Cell spacing is between this outer border within the inner cells. Okay. So if I mention, if I give 20 here, you can see the space between these two, the roll number and the cell. I refresh this, so it's between and lodges. Okay. So this is the example of the table tag. And then I'm going to give another row. If you want to add another row, you just start. I just copy this and I place here. From the row, I'm going to copy and I placed here and I change the name. So again I save this and I refresh the screen. So this again content will be displayed, but I'm going to change the content, this to 80 9900, and again I save this and I refresh the screen. So this is the content of the table. Okay, so this is why you have to include any number of rows. You can see in the coding, this is the first row, TR is the first row. Within the TR you have give the column. This is the second row, this is the third row. If you want to give the fourth row, you just give the details and you have to change this. Again you will save this and then refresh the screen. You have that third details that look. So in this output, you people see that there is no difference between the heading and the inner content. So if you want to differentiate the heading and the inner content, you just change this TD into TH. This is the table heading. So it will display the heading tag as a bold, displayed as bold, in bold nature. It will be darkened than the other text. So I change all this and again save it and run. You have see the difference between the other font and the heading font. So I'm going to save this and I refresh the output. You can see the heading tag are displayed in the bold format other than that. Okay. Girls, if you want to change the color of the heading, you just give the font before that row and mention the mention the color, and then you close that font tag after that row. So again, save this. If you want to if you want to change the whole row, you just give the BG color to for this row. If you want to change the BG color, like that, you have changed the colors of the if you want to give the tag as the center, you just give the center tag. And then if you want to add the heading tag to the output, you just use the row span. Okay, sorry, column span. If you want to use the column span, the output will be displayed like this. For example, in this tag, you can see this is the first row I already gave. But if I want to give the heading for the table, so I add another row. The first row here, this is the first row. I give the input mark list here. This is the call span. Call span means there are the 5 columns in the table. So I'm going to give the heading for those the 5 columns. So I give the value of 5 here and then align center here. If I doesn't give this align center, it just you can see this will be like this. Okay, so this is the first column, this is second column, this is third, this is fourth, this is 5. So I use the call span. By using this call spans in table, you give the headings to that tables also. So here I give the center, the align is equal to center. If you give align equal to center, this will be displayed like this. Okay, so this is the example of table tag